What is going on, you guys? This is Kevin, Full Metal Ginger, and yeah, back with a vinyl update for you. First time in, a month and a half, but I don't know, it is what it is. I'm lazy, and a bunch of other stuff going on, but yeah, I've got a bunch of cool stuff that's been piling up. Really need to get around to talking about it. I mean, I don't even want to go over here right now how much I've got list upon list of things I really need to get around to. But anyway, so I was thinking about trying something a little different. I was actually doing this in the early days of the channel. Maybe just doing, just cutting down some of the quantity. I mean, I've got so many other things, you know, that I'm trying to get done just in regular life. And when I'm doing 10 to 12, 14, whatever, you know, different albums on one review, I get kind of overwhelmed with it. And I don't know, maybe that's another reason why I can't get around to getting these videos made. So we're going to try this, try to cut it down a little bit to about 8, and then I can at least, you know, stretch the videos out a little bit more that way also. And so it's a little less, but it'll help me to hopefully keep doing these things. So yeah, I'll shut up and we'll talk about some LPs. Music today, listening to Dodsferd-Wastes of Life. Fantastic Greek black metal band. Always been a huge fan of these guys. Wrath, who actually does vocals and guitar for this band, did vocals for Wrath, so they put out some of my favorite black metal releases ever. And so, I mean, love this band. This is one of the later albums. This one came out in 2015. So earlier on, it was more of a straightforward, you know, just dark, evil sounding black metal. But this one, and some of the later ones, kind of went into a more depressive style, which is fine. I mean, it's all still really, really good. And I haven't listened to this one very much, so I really wanted to check this one out again. So I hope you like listening to it. And also, Wrath, Nick, who you know, I was just talking about, he's always been really, really cool to me. I mean, tells my kid happy birthday. I mean, through me, obviously, but told me and my wife happy anniversary the other day. He's just always so nice, has such nice things to say. So I wanted to give him a huge shout out. Nick, if you ever see this, thank you for just being cool and treating me good and all that kind of thing. So, but yeah, links below. Definitely check this band out if you're not familiar with them. You can't go wrong. I mean, every album I've heard is really good. Alright, let's talk about some records. So, I really wanted to get this done when the album came out, and because I knew I was going to be late to the party if I didn't. I'm sure you're sick to death of people talking about this one, but got to get it out of the way. But I mean, it's a great album, so what's it matter? Got the new one from Cannibal, Violence Unimagined. When this came out, when I first heard the first tracks that they released, I was like, this one might be my favorite one since Kill. And after getting the album in, I was like, this one's my favorite since Kill. I don't know, there's something about Eric Rutan coming into the band, just kind of injected some life into him. And it's not to say I didn't like all those albums in between, but there's just something that's got a little bit more punch to this one. Just the songs are really, really good. I love Inhumane Harvest, Surround, Kill, Devour, Murderous Rampage, Condemnation, Contagion. I mean, start to finish, it's a phenomenal album. And probably easily my favorite since Kill. And I mean, what can you say? It's like, I was thinking the other day, it's like, what is it about this that made it stand out so much more? And I was thinking, well, since Kill, they've had the same lineup, and that came out, what, 2006? So maybe someone coming in is offering a different point of view, something they weren't, you know, necessarily used to in terms of the writing process. Maybe that just helped. I mean, I think it absolutely kicks ass. So, I mean, you know, I hate what happened to Pat, but I mean, there's just something about Eric coming into the band that's just really just took it up a notch. I mean, this band is 15 albums in now and still putting out killer material. So in the record, you get a giant freaking awesome, you don't get the inner sheet, you get the book, and it comes with the uncensored copy, uncensored cover. But yeah, and that's another thing too, man. Vincent Locke, I think he came back to form. This is one of my favorite covers that he's ever done. And I was talking to Eli the other day, Dark Hymns from the Cold North, and I would put this in top 5 for me, both covers, honestly. I've heard a lot of people say they didn't like either one, and I was like, I think they're great. And it's nice to see Vincent Locke back doing just horribly violent stuff again. But he's got all kinds of art in here too. And he's got all the lyrics and stuff, but I'll just show you a little bit of it. Just phenomenal. And it's some great pieces to go with this album, man. He did a great job. The record itself, I got the bone white with red variant, and I don't know, there's not really a lot of white in here. It shows up a little more on camera, but in person it's all just like 2 different shades of red, so I mean, whatever, doesn't really matter. So yeah, there's the record. It also came with a sticker, I think. Yeah, there you jerk. There we go. Yeah, here's the sticker, so I may or may not use that. There's a promo code on the back, or a download code, I mean. So, there you go. You can have it. I'll never use it. And also, man, I kind of went overboard getting this album. I also got the CD version. And, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I also got the uncensored copy. So, but I was kind of like, oh, really? I spent money on that? I mean, it's the exact same as the other one. It's just got it's a slipcase, so it was kind of like, oh, well, what was the point? But anyway, I mean, I really, really enjoyed the album. I mean, this band has been around forever, and how many bands are still putting out fantastic albums this late into their career? I mean, you can't go wrong. So, Cannibal Corpse outdid themselves, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing them again, and because I haven't seen them with Eric playing, so that'll be cool. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm having to drink these monster watermelons now because I'm kind of on a diet and trying to hit the gym a little bit, so probably still not good for me, but it's only 10 calories. Check out the guns. It's been 3 weeks. Give me a break. Alright, moving along. A band that you gotta be sick and tired of me talking about, but this just got reissued and I had to have it. We've got the LP version of Nunslaughter's Goat album, and I'll tell you what, man, they did a phenomenal job on the jacket here. I mean, just look at it. What is this, the foils, whatever, looks absolutely breathtaking. I mean, the details on the goat really show out. Look at the back. So nice blend of matte and gloss in here. It just looks so good. And I mean, by far my favorite Nunslaughter album. I've never gotten sick of this. Bleach, Lives by Night, Raid the Convent, Satanic Slut, Ritual of Darkness, Angel Hunt. I mean, this album just kills all the way through. And it's actually got so it's a double LP on gatefold, and it's actually got a show on here they did. So that was a nice little add-on. Looks really good on the inside. You've got the nice photo collage to look through, which I always love when I'm listening to any album. I'll just sit there and kind of peruse through it and see what all's in here. But yeah, I mean, what else can you even say? So no inner sheet or anything, but I can show you the records. I mean, it's a double LP. They both look the same, so I won't bother showing you both. But look at this. So you've got silver and like a pinkish red on one side. The flip side is more red and silver. So, yeah, I mean, this popped up and I bought it immediately. And now I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to track down the other LPs, the full lengths anyway. And that'll kind of complete, you know, all the formats for me when it comes to Nunslaughter. So, as you know, huge fan, and I'll get anything from them. I know they've got Devil's Conjuries 4 coming out soon. I think I have Devil's Conjuries. Now, see, I don't even have 2 or 3, so I got to get those 2. So it's a process, but really collecting the Nunslaughter. But yeah, I mean, look at this. This looks outstanding. And I mean, that's the thing with Nunslaughter. They give you so much stuff. They give you so much material and all these bonuses. I mean, it's almost like they'll put their name on anything. But I mean, I don't even care, man. I'll get anything from this band. One of my favorites ever. Alrighty, this one. I had been looking for this for a very long time, and I would come across like bootlegs and stuff, but you know, I could just never really find an actual legit copy. And this just got reissued, I don't know, fairly recently, and I had to jump on it because when am I going to see it again? We got the debut from Mortuary Drake, All the Witches Dance. Oh yes. their 94 debut. This was reissued on Iron Tyrant Records. And I think I got this through Hell's Headbangers, but I was just looking at Nuclear War Now today. And I know they've got copies, so if you want to jump on that, I would recommend that you do so, because I'm pretty sure these will go pretty quick. If you're not familiar with the band, it's just some really good old school black death metal. Sort of in the vein of like Mystifier, stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know, Necrophagia. What I've always found intriguing about them is, maybe it's just me, I don't know if any of you have actually heard this, but I always hear like some old 70s prog rock type of riffs in some of this stuff. So it always feels really, really ancient to me. So you add that type of riff with just the really, you know, dark, you know, barbaric sounding just vocals and the rest of the guitars. Let me know if you've heard that, or maybe it's just me, but that always kind of set them apart, for me especially. And this is, yeah, I mean, really glad to have this one, because this has been on my list for a long time. Yeah, so it's gatefold. The records are just black, so I mean, there's really no reason to look at that. But they went above and beyond on this little booklet. I don't think there's like lyrics or anything in this, but it's just a bunch of photos, and really, really detailed. I can show you some of it. So you got photos of the band and stuff. I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary, but I mean, it's just cool to have. And I think you've got reviews in here from people like, who is it? Nurgle from Behemoth, dudes from Rotting Christ, Blasphemy, of course. I mean, that would make perfect sense. So, stuff to read through. Let me see, what else? I mean, that's basically all there is to it. But, I mean, for me, this is one of the albums I've been looking for forever. And, I just couldn't really locate it. And, I mean, I'm one of those guys that will not jump on Discogs unless it's absolutely necessary, and so luckily I was able to find this without having to do that. I just hate you getting on there and fighting with price gougers. I'm not paying out the ass for something that it's eventually going to get reissued. Like, here's a good example. Let me find it real quick. This. No, wrong one. This copy. Mortuary Blackened Images. I spent like $30 on this just for the CD. This was maybe a year and a half ago, and saw it on Nuclear War Now the other day for 10. Same exact copy. It's the Moonfog copy. Moon Records, sorry. Maybe it was the Moonfog copy there, but I mean, the fact that I could have had it for $10. So, yeah. I mean, that's why I will jump on Discogs unless it's something extremely obscure or I'm just at my wit's end and I have no choice. So, okay, long story short, let's just blow through that. There's the records anyway. Like I was saying, they're just on black. I guess I can pull them out, but yeah, whatever. There you go. You see it. Alright, another one that just got reissued that has been on the list for a good long time, and stoked to have this one as well. A band that never really got the recognition I think they rightly deserved for being one of the pioneers of death metal. And we have the debut from Necrophagia-Season with the Dead. Yeah, this one looks phenomenal. They did a great job on this. Hell's Headbangers just put this out this year, the LP version anyway. I know Dismal Fate had a tape out, late last year, I think, and I was, for whatever reason, I was never able to jump on it. I want to say Headsplit had copies of it, or was going to have copies, and something happened. I don't know. I think I just missed it, but yeah, easily one of the pioneers of death metal. This is that's what it is. It's just pure old sounding, you know, you can hear that transition away from thrash into a newer, more brutal sound, and for coming out in 87, and you know, everyone was talking about death or possessed, but these guys should have been mentioned up there with them, and they have. It's not to say they haven't, but it's just like really, really overlooked in my opinion. So, but I mean, just look at the jacket; it looks so good. And the record itself is just, Hell's Headbangers had black, green with black splatter. There's a black version, a green one with black splatter, and I was like, well, I got both of those, so I had to get the yellow and black splatter. Ooh, looks good. Sexy as hell, man. I love the way this looks. So I didn't have any yellow variants that I'm aware of, so I had to pick that up. Looks great. And don't remember, I think this one comes with yes, you've got a inner sheet with the RIP Killjoy, of course, and lyrics, so nothing too crazy there. But it does come with a poster that I'm going to have to find room in here for, because it's got that old movie poster, look to it, so I've got to find some space in here to hang this one up. This good stuff, man. But yeah, just another one I've been really wanting to cross off the list for a long time, and stoked to have it. So there's that one. Alright, we got a couple more. This one's a live album, and I've been on a Undergang Cake here lately, just kind of picking up everything I can from them, and I don't even know how you pronounce this. Live in the USA, that's just what I call this one. I think it was a show in Oregon a few years ago anyway, 2018 maybe. And yeah, I mean, if you didn't hear the crowd noise, this pretty much sounds just like a slightly rawer version of what you hear from all their studio albums anyway. I mean, you really don't know the difference. Sorry. I mean, all that Demolition-inspired, death metal just blaring right through. It sounds great. What does it come with? Here's the inner sheet, and talks about the show or whatever there. Let's not drop everything. Oh yeah, could show you the record. So it's just a plain straight up green, like Ninja Turtle green, that's what I call it. It's pretty bland and to the point, but looks good. Nice swamp green there. I love the back here, the back cover where it's just got the pedals and the mic stand and the set list and everything. Just, I don't know, little things like that makes it just feel a little bit more DIY. And it's just, I don't know, there's something cool for me to look at. I just love stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, really killing it right now. Undergang, I've got their newest album, some other stuff I don't think I've shown yet, so we'll get around to that soon, hopefully. But yeah, listen to them basically non-stop over the last little while. Alright, this one. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I was really excited when I heard this was coming out, and this is me kind of basing all this on their demo. But this one I'm just not too sure about yet. Maybe it's got to grow on me. I'll give it a few more listens and just see where we go with it. But we've got the debut from Sanguisugabogg-Tortured Whole. Now, me basing everything off the demo, which I thought, yes, it's brutal death, but it also has that raw quality, and it just, I don't know, it just sounds a little more disgusting. This is their debut on Century Media, and I don't know, man, it just seems a bit too produced for my taste, so it kind of comes off as a standard run-of-the-mill brutal death metal album. I don't know, man, it's just, maybe I just listened to it in the wrong mood. I don't know what happened. I mean, the demo had that pingy snare, but like the whole abrasion of the whole, the recording just, it made me not really care all that much. This one, it's just loud and clear, and I hate that pingy snare sound that just drives me up the wall. But that said, I mean, I do like some of the riffs. I like the way, what they're kind of going for, but it's just, maybe the production is just bothering me a little bit. I think the record is just black vinyl. Yep. So we'll just put that aside. But it does come with a cool poster of the back of the album. Really curious to know what you guys think about this one. I was just kind of, I don't know, and I've only listened to it a couple times thus far, so maybe it's just me not really giving it enough time. And I hate to get on here and kind of crap all over a band. I'm not trying to. It's like I think the riffs are good, and they've got, me personally, I just liked it sounding a little bit more, abrasive and a little more scratchy, and I just thought that, in my opinion, it just sounded a little bit better, but I don't know, it's whatever. So there you go. Alright, last one. What did we run through, like 6, 7? I don't know. This is one I've had in for a long time, and I've really been meaning to get around to talking about this one. We're going to end with a classic here. We've got a 86 album, Onslaught-The Force. Classic thrash. I mean, what can you say? These dudes blended, the American style with a little bit of the Teutonic thrash style and like a little bit of Venom. So if you like any of that, this will definitely be something you could love. And I mean, for whatever reason, you don't know anything about this band. So this is a 2019 reissue through High Roller Records. who I love, man, because they, if you get their LPs, they do a really, really good job with their packaging, giving you all kinds of stuff with it, and just the record itself is always in really, really good quality. So, I mean, what else can you say? They always put these, I love looking through these. There's always bands on here that they put out, both sides, by the way, and a lot of the stuff is old classics, but a lot of it is stuff you've never, ever heard of, or may not have ever heard of, so it's always fun to kind of, oh, that sounds cool, maybe I'll check that out, you know, like you used to have to do without the internet around. So it's good word of mouth, man, and I love that they put those in there. So this one also comes with an inner sheet with a nice collage there, and we've got a poster that I'm also going to have to find some room for. It's just the cover art here, but I'll show it to you anyway. Huge, but they always give these huge posters. Let's see. I think they always give you posters like this size, but I've got some. Let's see. This Destruction right here is a High Roller Records Slaughter High Roller. I've got an Infernal Majesty over here. It's High Roller, so they're always putting out killer reissues. So yeah, I mean they always put a poster in every one, which is awesome. And the LP itself is a really nice blue, which I love. I think blue just looks great when it comes to vinyl, so there's that. Let me get this back in here real quick. And that'll be about all we've got today. So, yeah, Onslaught. If you don't have this one, I mean, go jump on that. This is another album I've almost completed, so I've got the tape version too. This one's put out by Flogga, and it's also a nice blue, so kind of matches up. Stuff like that just rules. Alright, that got really loud all of a sudden. Alright, so that's all I got for you today. I may just go ahead and finish up all the LPs I've got to show. I've got multiple albums from multiple bands, so we can do another video like that. Stuff from Broken Hope, Malevolent Creation, Immortal, Abigail, all kinds of stuff there. I've got plenty of tapes to talk about, CDs, and there is something that may or may not be on the horizon. I can't really say right now, but Eli knows, so you can ask him, and he probably won't tell you anything, but we'll see how it goes. So don't mean to tease you, but yeah, we'll be back with something hopefully sooner rather than later. Thank you guys for watching, and I don't deserve your support at this point after, you know, staying gone for so long, but I really appreciate everyone who's ever watched and everything like that. So we'll talk to you later. I'm gonna get off here and go gargle or something because my voice is shot. Yeah.